The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had a season full of ups and downs, but what truly stood out was the team's ability to stay competitive despite a roster ravaged by injuries. Todd Bowles highlighted the unsung heroes who held things together, while stars like Baker Mayfield and Bucky Irving shined. And if that wasn't enough, Chris Godwin is still in the spotlight in the free agent market and could determine the franchise's future. Will the BUCS be able to keep their top wide receiver? Don't miss any updates and make sure to leave a like to support the channel. Todd Bowles is taking a moment to shout out the unsung heroes who kept the BUCS 2024 season alive and kicking, even as injuries piled up like Florida traffic at rush hour. Sure, the big names like Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, and rookie phenom Bucky Irving are getting their flowers, and rightfully so. Mayfield went off for 4,500 yards and a whopping 41 touchdowns. Evans hit the 1,000-yard mark again, despite missing a chunk of the season, and Irving ran the ball so well that Tampa Bay's ground game skyrocketed from worst in 2023 to top 5 this year. Oh, and let's not forget pro bowlers Tristan Wirfs and Vita Vea doing their thing. But when Bowles sat down for the Todd Bowles show this week, he wanted to shine a light on the depth players who stepped up when the injury bug bit hard. Guys like Christian Ezian and Kayvon Merriweather earned a nod for their contributions, while Justin School got some props for his solid play, minus a rough outing against Detroit. Sterling Shepard and Ryan Miller also made Bowles' list of players who helped keep Tampa afloat during a turbulent season. Bowles didn't stop there. He gave credit to his coaching staff for adapting on the fly, pulling guys up from the practice squad, and making sure they were ready to roll. It's clear that this season tested everyone's mettle, from the top of the roster down to the last man standing. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Bowles probably relied on his bench players way more than he wanted to. Tampa Bay was one of the most banged up teams in the league this year. Key players like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Luke Goedeke, Cade Otton, Jamel Dean, and Antoine Winfield Jr. all missed significant time. That forced the BUCS to lean on their backups in a big way. And while some rose to the occasion, others, not so much. Those struggles showed up in a wild card round exit that left a sour taste in Tampa's mouth. Looking ahead, GM Jason Licht has his work cut out for him this offseason. Bolstering the secondary is priority number one, but don't be surprised if the BUCS also target depth at wide receiver, inside linebacker, and outside linebacker. The good news? They've got some salary cap flexibility and room to maneuver. If Tampa Bay can nail a few key moves and tighten up its roster, 2025 could be another year where they're battling for more than just a division title. This squad has the core talent, it's just about filling in the gaps. Let's see if Licht and company can make it happen. What did you think about the bench players' performance in such a challenging season for the BUCS? Share your thoughts in the comments, because now it's time for the second story, and it could change the franchise's future. Chris Godwin is making waves as he tops Pro Football Focus list of the top 50 free agents heading into 2025, and for good reason. Before his season was cut short by a nasty ankle dislocation, the Buccaneers star wide receiver was absolutely cooking. Godwin led the league in receptions, receiving yards, third down conversions, and was tied for the top spot in touchdowns. The BUCS' offense kept rolling without him, but let's be real, no one could match the impact Godwin had through the first 7 weeks. Now, Godwin is set to hit free agency, and there's no doubt he'll have plenty of suitors across the NFL. Teams desperate for a reliable playmaker at wide receiver are already eyeing him. While T. Higgins from the Bengals is likely the top WR on the market, Godwin isn't far behind. According to PFF, he ranks as the 4th best overall free agent this year and the 2nd best wide receiver available, right behind Higgins. Here's how PFF broke down Godwin's value. The guy's got some of the steadiest hands in the league, dropping less than 6% of catchable passes in 6 of his 7 seasons. This year, he kept that trend alive, earning an impressive 85.7 receiving grade from PFF through nearly 7 weeks without a single drop on 52 catchable targets. Unfortunately, that ankle injury brought things to a screeching halt. But Godwin's no stranger to bouncing back. He's hit free agency before while recovering from an injury and returned stronger. PFF projects Godwin to ink a 3-year deal worth $60 million with $40 million guaranteed. The big question for Tampa Bay is whether they'll pony up to bring him back. Godwin has never been shy about his love for the Bucs and the city of Tampa. And with Florida's lack of state income tax, there's always a chance for a hometown discount. That said, this could also be Godwin's last big payday in the NFL, so he'll have to weigh loyalty against financial security. Right now, signs seem to point toward Godwin returning to the Bucs in red and pewter, but they won't be the only team making a run at him. Tampa will have to fight off some serious competition to lock him down for the next chapter. With Bowles recognizing the reserves and the free agent market heating up with Godwin, it's clear the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a lot to sort out. It's hard to imagine the offense without Godwin, but can the franchise keep him with so many other roster needs? This decision will define the team's next few years. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on your favorite team and never miss an update.